Our hospice is nearly 25 years old, and we've worked for those years to provide the best possible services for our patients. And as we've worked with our patients and families through the years, they've given us guidelines and information and suggested things that would be helpful to them. And we've taken that information and incorporated it into our hospice.
As a social worker, my role is that of support, which is primarily emotional support and also practical support. I help with the anxiety and stress that families and patients have with a life-limiting illness and help them find the resources and plan for the care of their loved one. There's a nurse and social worker and chaplain and volunteers. You may decide to have just part of the team, or you may decide to have the whole team.
They're not doing this alone. We're with them, so we can make this as easy as possible. Do they need oxygen? Do they need a hospital bed? Do they need a wheelchair? Do they need a bedside commode? What we're going to focus on is helping them to live to the best that they can by supporting the patient and the family in physical issues, meaning with the patient, in supporting them with emotional help and spiritual help.
We want them to have the best quality of life that they can have in the time that they have left. And we don't just make that quality something physical, but we want that quality to be quality for their whole selves, quality for their physical selves, for their emotional selves, and for their spiritual selves.
I feel I can accomplish so much more in 20 minutes in someone's home where there's a loved one who's very, very sick than I can in a whole week in my office. When you can go into a home and help a family go through this difficult experience, explaining things that they don't know about. Oh, what does it mean when someone's breathing is altered? What does a certain sign or symptom mean? Should it be scary? Should it not be scary? Help families to anticipate things. It's incredible.
The family ends up being the primary caregivers for the patient when the patient can no longer care for themselves. So we're basically added support, but added eyes and ears and hands-on to that patient. We check medications weekly, make sure that they're not running out. We are interacting with the doctors over the phone or the nurses, and we are available. We do go out. It could be 6 p.m., it could be midnight, it could be 3 a.m. I've always told the family members, don't even look at the clock. When in doubt, you pick up the phone.
My partner was diagnosed with cancer in 2007, and we came to actually BJC Hospice in 2009. And I was introduced to hospice through that process. All the people that were there to help me, I feel like I can now step in when other people need help, and even if it's that they need their house cleaned or their laundry done, you know, something that they might not have the energy to do. I get a lot of satisfaction from meeting the people and talking to them and hearing their stories. It's a privilege to be able to come into their house, get to meet them, you get to learn about them. It can be very moving. These are people that I would never meet if I didn't volunteer.
Music therapy and massage therapy are alternate medicines that we can offer. The music draws a comfort. It draws a normalcy to the situation. We can bring a more normal experience for the patient at that point with music. Massage therapy in the hospice setting can be very comforting. Just the healing touch, just having a person there to reach out to you. They can definitely achieve many of the same goals that music therapy does in just feeling comfortable, feeling like this experience is more successful, helping their day that ends up being very long, having a little relief, and through Music and massage together can be very relaxing. Definitely, hospice is difficult for most people to understand. They fear it because they know that it's the end. But it's a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time to be with the patient. And in the hospice setting and having the comfort of the team coming into your home or coming into the facility on a regular basis, supporting you, the family, supporting you, the patient, you begin to realize that they're a part of your life as a family, helping you through a very special, very historic, and can be a very wonderful time in your life.
In thinking about hospice, often people say there's nothing more that can be done, so now we're going on hospice. But in reality, it's about there is so much more that can be done. There is so much more that the team can provide in terms of education and support for the patient and for their family. And that's what makes hospice special.